Okay, so we're going to use my tablet here, where I've got a file saved on my tablet. So instead of relying on the roll chart on my very old tube tester, which is up overhead, believe it or not, up above us, I don't like rolling the chart on my tube tester. A lot of these tube testers, the chart will not roll properly. It's just gotten bunged up in there. So to avoid that, I use the chart that's on here. This is my my playbook. These are great, by the way, even though they're not terribly popular. These are probably better tablets than all the popular ones. So here we go. So this is just a scanned version of the roll chart. There it is. So we'll look for 6BA6. It looks like it's down towards the end here. 6BA6. There's 20 pages of this stuff here I'm looking at. I don't guess you can't see it at all on the camera. It just looks like a white screen, but it's not. 6BBBBBBA6. 6BA6. So this is what you got to go through if you're going to do tube testing. 6B, 6BD, 6B, oh, 6B, there it is. So let's zoom in on it here. Now you might be able to see something on here. Doesn't look like it. Put it on a sharp angle like that. Just a sec. Let's see if I can make this visible on the camera. What I'll do is I'll turn down the brightness here on this guy. That's a little better, right? I'm going to turn it right down. Yeah, now you can see it. Still bright enough for me too. So 6BA6. There's all the settings for the other machine. Now I'm going to have to re-aim the camera here to, if you're going to follow along with this. So this will be a little tricky for me. So I'm just going to stop the video and re-aim the camera, and then we'll continue. Okay, so that's my other tube tester. That's the venerable Stark Model 966. This is one of the, if you're going to get a tube tester, this is one of the models you'd like to get. Either one of these, actually. These two tube testers are really great. This one you're looking at now is much older, though. So we're going to set it up according to the chart. So 6BA6, 6.3. 6.3. JR, those are the heater settings, commonly the same on many tubes. 3567-2. 3567 with a 2. Okay. Set 9 on the bias. 83 on what they call English. And that's literally to make this meter read in English. Replace, good replace. 6BA6. Press P4 somewhere between 2000 and 3000. P4. Okay. If we get a full reading on this, that means my other tube tester's not doing so well. So the tube is hot going in. Oh, it is hot, hot, hot. This one also has a short test. Watch these two lights here. No shorts. Ready on the tube test. What? It's a dud. In fact, you know what? I don't think the heater's heating it, judging by the way that went. Watch the meter there. Yeah, see that? Wait a minute, it went up a little bit. Something funny on this tube. It's not getting beyond the replace. I've never had trouble with the socket, so there's something funny about this tube. The situation is just getting worse and worse. So now I'm really left thinking this is a bad 6BA6. Well, let's try the 6BA6 that was in the set. You know, what are the chances that I pulled a bad 6BA6 out of my pile of tubes? Not that great, really. You know, very few tubes are bad. Usually bad ones end up in the garbage and disappear. And the tubes that are laying around are usually good. There we go. Looking for a short. No short. And test. Well, a little higher that time. Still says replace. Let's double check the settings. Let's double check the settings. 6.3. That's correct. JR must be correct. 3567. 3567. With a 2 at the end. 9 and 83. 9 on the bias. 83 on the English. We need another tube. I gotta get a good tube here. I gotta get a good tube that I know will test good on here. Hey, does this tester do 6AM6? 6AM6. Will it do it? I usually think of the other tester as being better. 6AM6. This will do a 6AM6. Great. Okay, how you like that? So let's set up for a 6AM6. That's the tube I turned into a light bulb on the other tester. So 6.3 JR. 3572 with a 6. Wow, it's almost the same settings. 3572. 3572 with a 6. With a 6. 3. Did I get that right? 6AM 6AM6. 3572 with a 6. 3572 6. 1074. 1074. Press P4. Okay, let's see if we really smoke this tube or not. Six AM 6. Oh, 6 AM 6. See, I really shouldn't have set those things with that tube sitting in there. But as long as you don't change the filament settings and don't push a button to test, nothing is applied to the tube except the heater current. But I really shouldn't have left that in there while I was doing that. Now that's the 6. You know, see, if I'm not careful now, I'm going to get these tubes mixed up in the radio itself. And I can blame that on you too for distracting me. You guys are such a distraction. Okay, we'll check for shorts in the cooked up tube. No, it's responding normally. And the button to push for is of course P4. Here we go, P4. Wow! Good, but falling. See it fall a little bit? Hopefully you can see that meter. So I did not fry this tube, even though you saw it glow like a light bulb. Oh my gosh, isn't that something? Isn't that something? And I've heard all kinds of things about rejuvenating tubes by applying, you know, double filament voltage, and even that makes me nervous. But how about applying 30 times the filament 30 times the filament voltage, but just for 3 seconds? And your tube will be just like new. I guarantee it. Okay, so we didn't blow that. That suggests this tester is working. No reason why it shouldn't be working. So the 6BA6s are duds. I have 2 6BA6s, and they are duds. I gotta find another one. Oh my gosh. I have lots of 12 BA6s, but the 6 BA6 is just a little scarce around here. I'm going to have to go off and hunt of a 6 BA6. Well, for now, let's carry on with the next tube, because I got more tubes to fry. Let's get busy frying them up. Okay. And we might go back to the other, we'll go back to the other tube tester and leave my old guy alone. Lucky I have 2 tube testers, eh? Actually, I actually have 5 of them, believe it or not, but 2 of them I never use, and one of them is just an emissions tester. So these are the 2 that I use all the time. So let me reset the camera and we'll get back to the other tester. Now, I hope everybody understands, I hope you understand that my video technique here is not to produce sanitized videos in which I've removed all my errors and I end up looking like a bloody genius. My goal in doing these videos is to just video exactly what happens, including all my stupid mistakes and my not so stupid mistakes. I make lots of mistakes that aren't stupid. I do make some stupid mistakes too. So this is a 6AJ8. Can you see the screen inside there? It may not be quite so clear in the camera. So 6AJ8. Let's find it here. There it is, 6AJ8. Has a European equivalent, ECH81. ECH81 is a very, very common tube. So 6AJ8. I'm pretty sure this is the part of the FM. Maybe not. Maybe not. This might be a mixer or something like that. I don't know. I'm looking at the base connections down there. There's lots of connections, so maybe it is a mixer tube. So 6.3, correct. Signal 4, bias 15L, 45176. 45176. 0035. 0035. Now we still don't know that if I damage this or not, because I have not been able to test a good tube in it yet. So maybe this will prove it out for me. 76. Bottom is 3200. 3200. Hold on a second. Yeah, this is a little confused how it's shown on the chart. There's actually 2 tubes in one here, so we're going to test one tube then the other. And I got the numbers a little bit mixed up here. My eye skipped downward, so let's do it in order. 0, 0, 1, 7, 6. 0035. 0035. Sensitivity 46. EPD. Multiply the reading by 2 if you don't want to trust the, multiply the reading by 2. Okay, this guy's bigger, he can't go in there, he's got to go over here. Pin get bent. Give him a moment to warm up. A moment for me to ponder before I push that button and turn this one into a rocket or something. Let's double check while we're waiting. 6.3, signal 4, 15. I've got that set to 46. Oh yeah. Oh boy. See, I'm gonna take it. It's correct, and I'm gonna uncorrect it. 00176. 0035. 46. And sensitivity. Bias should be 15. That's way off. What am I doing here? Let's try it again. 15L on the bias. Correct. 46. I'm thinking, you know, what's going on in my head? I'm just thinking of too many things at the same time while I'm doing this. And literally, you as a viewer are distracting me. There's no question about it. Shame on you guys. Looks like it's testing a triode on these settings. Okay, so no leakage showing up. Now we got to take that reading and multiply it by 2. So that reading is 400. We multiply it by 2, we get 800. It's supposed to be 1100. So that's another bad tube. This one may work, but it's low. You know, tubes that test low can still work. Let's try the other group of settings here and see what the other part of this tube does. 45176. 4, 5. You see that jump? 4, 5, 1, 7, 6. 3, 2, 0, 0. I always understood that all these testers never applied voltage to the pins, so you can go ahead and rotate the controls with a tube sitting in here. But seeing that meter jump up, I don't think so. Sensitivity, okay, 15L, correct. Sensitivity 39. EP is D. This time it says we're testing heptode, triode, multiplied by 2. So I don't know what that really means, heptode and triode at the same time here. Put it back in. Rejection point is 780 micromos. So we should read about 400 on the scale here for this to be good. 400, here we go. Ooh, it's not 400, it's 200. So this tube is testing about half what it's supposed to test at. Wow. Wonder what happened that all these tubes are weak. Yeah, I mean, this is a really high mileage radio. It's been on for, it's really got a lot of miles on it maybe. Judging from the darkness of the board in that, yeah, it does look like this is a high mileage player. Here we go again. This one maybe I can get it to drop right out. There we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I may not be able to read the tube type here. It's been obliterated. Oh, man. It's a dual tube of some sort. It may even be a triple tube. This could have 3 things going on in it. Oh, man. What is it? I think we're stuck on this one. Now I see 1U2, but this is not a 1U2. I'm pretty sure of that. I've never even heard of a 1U2. 49F. You know what? I can't see it. We can't do anything with this tube till we know what it is. And I really need the schematic. Although it's probably one of 2 or 3 tubes. It's right in the FM tuner of the radio here. So where did we get with this? Where did we get? We got really confused, I think. I think that's where we're at with this now. Man. So we got a dead BA6. I have to find another BA6. 6BA6. And low tubes. There was a dead 6AL5 in there. What is going on with this radio? Well, I think from here what we got to do now is find another 6BA6. So I got to go dig deep for that before we continue. Well, that's what I'll do.